This is topic number 5. Let me bring this down. This is coming from Newsweek. They have the exclusive. Vincent D'Onofrio, who played Kingpin, reveals Daredevil Born Again season 2 already planned. This is amazing.
All
I
right.
can't wait. Filming for Daredevil Born Again may have only just begun, but Vincent D'Onofrio told Newsweek that plans for a second season have already been set in motion. Now, we know who he played. He played Wilson Fisk in the Disney Plus show. He also played it in the Netflix show. Of course, this is what the character looks like right here. But let's go ahead and get down to these quotes. He spoke to Newsweek. He was in The Godfather of Harlem, apparently. But this is what he had to say. D'Onofrio added that both Cox and Bernthal play a major part on the show. We've only just started shooting. I think we're a couple of weeks in, and the show is going to be very, very different than the Netflix show. And it's so exciting because we're doing what we're doing is quite something, D'Onofrio told Newsweek. I think it's something that people are not going to expect. But always with these Marvel old comic stories that are being revisited and reinvented by us actors and the writers, the main thing is to answer the fans, to give them what they want, but try to be original in some way at the same time. And so that's what we're going to do on the show, D'Onofrio added. It's definitely an original way to look at this, and it's really deep, really emotional. The actor teased the plans for the second season of the Disney Plus show, he added. And by the second season, there are gigantic payoffs in the first season too, but I can't say much about that. But the fans are really going to get what they want. It's really quite cool to be doing it. That's what's up right there. Before I go on, man, how you feeling about this, Larry? Are you excited or are you worried at all about this? Because I know some people are concerned. Let me hit the right button. Damn.
I mean, I hope that it's not like watered down because it's on Disney Plus. Because Netflix, I feel like the whole Netflix thing allowed them to be a little bit grittier with some of these characters. I feel like you know, Daredevil, I feel like Daredevil got to whoop a little bit of butt. I feel like Kingpin got to be a little bit dirty. I feel like we got to see the Punisher be really pretty violent on Netflix. We got to see Luke Cage and Jessica Jones be a little risque. I don't want to see all of that vibe watered down when they move to Disney Plus. So I'm hoping that it's still really, really good. So
Me too. Me too. I think it will be. I'm gonna address that in a second. He kept saying Marvel Studios Kevin Feige and Louis S. Besito invited Charlie and now to do this again, and I do it in a way that we could have a blast. So that's what we're doing, said D'Onofrio. It's hard work. We have a lot of episodes to shoot. We got a long road ahead. We won't be finished until December. And so it's quite a commitment. But this character is just I love playing him. That's what's up right there. Yeah, and so it's just a little bit more. If you guys want to read that, you can link in the description. However, I'm really excited about this. I think that this is going to be perfectly fine. I initially I was worried, like, oh man, it's on Disney Plus. They're gonna water it down. But the more I think about it, is there's really no point. I mean, it may not be as violent, but it doesn't have to be. We don't need to see somebody's head being smashed in by a car door to still be satisfied. And you
right.
look at all of the other Marvel films that are not in the MCU that were rated R, still made money, still was critically acclaimed, and was still received well by fans. We've had a ton of rated R Wolverine movies. Logan was one of the best comic book movies ever. Nobody whined about that. It's too violent. No. Suicide Squad, The Joker made $1 billion. All these are rated R. This is going to be perfectly fine. Plus,
But
Punisher.
some of those weren't on Disney Plus, though. That's the problem. Some of them weren't on Disney Plus.
Let me address that too. We also got John Bernthal, the Punisher, saying, "Hey, I don't want to come back if it's going to be watered down." He agreed to come back, so it may. I mean, it's going to be watered down, but it's not going to be, crap.
Right.
Now, you made the Disney Plus comment. I'm glad that Chapek is gone, but the one thing that he did do that I like is he put them parental controls on Disney Plus. So if it is too violent, a mature audience got the codes to do it. If you're an irresponsible guardian, and let me say that lightly, and your son or daughter is able to hack the password or whatever, that's your fault. That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So I am confident, and also we kind of got a taste of what it will be. Look at look at him showing up on the She-Hulk Disney Plus show. I like that Daredevil. It was cool. He was more acrobatic. I'm also thinking of the fight between Hawkeye and Echo. If it's that type of brutality, but just across the board with all the characters, I'm cool with that. Throw just a little bit of blood in there. I think we got a winner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so before we move on, guys, we have 205 people watching. That's what's up. Thank you so much, all 205 of you. I appreciate it. We got 145 thumbs up. Can we get up to 200? Let's get 200 thumbs up. But
like
do you have a counter, sir, for my counter on all of that? Let me know.
I mean, I like Vincent. What's his name? I can never pronounce his last name right, but
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, D'Onofrio. I like him. I've liked him for a long time. I think the first movie I saw him in was a movie. I think it was called oh God, what was that movie called? I can't remember the name of it. It was a long time ago, but I've liked him. I mean, seeing him as Private Pile and Full Metal Jacket and just all kinds of stuff moving forward. The dude is incredible. So I'm down for it. I'm down for him. I'm hoping the series is good. I mean, this is the thing. Even if it's not as violent, they usually do a pretty great job on these shows. I have not yet been disappointed by a Disney Plus series. Now, some of them have been better than the others.
Yeah.
But I haven't really been disappointed yet.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I agree. Like people, I mean, look, step by step. Phase 4 is not as good as Phase 3. I can admit that. But people are just saying this like horrible and trash, and it's the worst. Like, I think Phase 2 was the worst. I put if for me, it would go the best is Phase 3, then Phase 1, then Phase 4, and then Phase 2. Like that I like Thor Love and Thunder more than I like Thor Dark World. But that's just me. If you're watching the via live or the chat or the replay, let me know the Marvel phases of your order from from best to worst. You know what I'm trying to say. So we'll see, guys.
It's a challenge, though. I think it's a challenge with anything when you have all these phases and you have all this stuff planned out. It's always a challenge to keep stuff fresh and entertaining and bring in new ideas and new people. And sometimes you're going to try stuff and it's not going to work and people aren't going to like it. And sometimes you're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes you're just going to have to go back to like the original intent of maybe the comics and not stray too far away. I think that's one of the problems you have with creatives is that they always want to put their own spin on it. And sometimes you don't need to put your own spin on it. It's already great as it is. What you need to do is simply bring it to life. You're a filmmaker. You just need to bring it to life because the content's already there. The story's already there. You just need to bring that original story, the original tint, the original vibe, just bring it to the screen and let people enjoy it. But sometimes I think with creatives, they want to, I'm one. You want to put your own, your own fingerprint on it, and it's not always the best thing to do.
Right on. Well, guys, there you go. Topic number 5 from Newsweek: Vincent D'Onofrio saying that they already have Phase 2 in development, and so I'm happy. I think it's going to be a riveting success.